What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Disney Cars unboxing. Today I am going to be opening up Milo from the Final Lap series. If you guys remember from my birthday haul, this was one out of the 3 characters that I received from that haul, and I'm pretty sure you guys are excited as I am because my last unboxing was, I believe, 2 months ago, which isn't that long, but you guys been, I would say you guys have been very You guys have been begging for another unboxing video, so I am here to bring you your request with a new unboxing video. I'm excited to open this guy because this guy, as I mentioned in the haul, he's been on my list for I believe around 2 years. So it's nice to see that I finally received him. So yeah, guys, that's basically it. Hope you guys are excited as I am, and yeah, let's get into the review of the packaging. So right off the bat, you can tell this is the Final Lap series. It says Final Lap Collection. Really love this logo. And the background for this series is very nice. We got Milo. He's number 156 out of the series. And on the back it reads, "It's the final lap in the race to the finish. Collect 40 never produced 155 cast vehicles of characters from the Cars movie, but don't speed by any classics you missed the first time around." And so we have a bunch of guys here. We got Skip Richter, we got Muddy Lightning McQueen, we got Donna Pitts, which has been re-released since then. We got Party Power Jumper, Costanzo Del Corza, Nick Stickers, J Limo, Blowing Bubbles Mater, my bad, Pit Crew Member Sarge, Wet Lightning McQueen, Racing Damage Mood Springs, one that everyone would like to own, including me, Antonio Veloc Excelente, I believe I butchered his middle name, but okay. We have got One Eye Mater and Vern. So that's just a portion of what has been released in this series. Out of this card back checklist, I'll say I own maybe around half of the cards on the back, and this is a 2010 series, 2010, 2011, around that time. But the back is very basic, but it's a pretty unique card. They don't make this kind of bubble blister anymore. Very cool, very unique. But yeah, that's basically the review of Milo's packaging. I am excited as you are to get this guy out of the package. So without further ado, guys, I'll be back with Milo out of the package. So guys, here we are with Milo out of the packaging, and I gotta say, he looks nice. He's a pretty nice looking car, but out of the packaging, I think it kind of improves the look of him with all the plastic out of the way. And as I mentioned in my whole video, that he is a very unique diecast, very unique modeling of car. There's no other Disney car that is similar to him, but I believe there is a character that I would say that is the most similar, and you guys can agree or disagree with me when I compare him with that character. But anyways, before we get into that review, that comparison, let's go and review this character. So right off the bat, you can see he kind of has it looks like to me a surprise / worried expression. I really like the rust details on it. You got a little bit of rust on the silver trimming. I just really like the sizing of it, and like the way this model is. I don't know what's about it, but it just looks so cool in my opinion. On the back, we got his license plate, which reads 36194, and above it, which reads Axel Bend. We got the tail lights, pretty well designed for the year. We got this silver bumper. But yeah, like I was mentioning, the tail lights for like the year this guy was released in aren't that bad of quality. We got some more rust on here, some plain rims. He has some silver trimming around his eyes, and even his eye color matches his like paint job. That's very cool. On the base, we have Mattel, some more coating, made in China, and all that. So pretty plain base, looking very nice though. Nice to see that made in China. And I believe it was Quickster who mentioned this in my haul video. He mentioned something like only 4,000 of these were produced. So that kind of makes him a rare character, which kind of surprised me because I believe he's sold on Amazon for a great deal. I don't know if he's sold on Amazon anymore. I may have gotten the last one in stock. But when I was looking for him, he was listed on Amazon for around, I think, $11 or something like that. So that's not a bad price for a 4,000 produced unit vehicle. I would expect it to be priced more something like more like $25, something like that. But no, I believe he was sold on Amazon for $11 when I went looking for him. And he's been around that price range for the past year or so. When I was like watching his price drop, it stayed about the same the whole 2 years he was on my list. So that's pretty surprising that only 4,000 of him were produced by Mattel. I don't know where he got that fact from, but I'm gonna believe him on it. I'm gonna take his word for it. But anyways, now let's go and do some comparisons. The first one we're going to compare to is Valerie Veet. You guys remember her? I unboxed her in the beginning of this year, I believe. And the only reason I'm showing her with Milo is because usually, like when I looked at the other unboxing videos on the channel, no, not on the channel, on YouTube, for some reason Valerie Veet and Milo are together. I don't know what the coincidence is. I don't know why they're put together, but they're just put together. Maybe because they're both from the Final Lap series. Maybe because maybe the boyfriend girlfriend. Who really knows? But I always see them together when I see other people do unboxing videos of them. So I feel like let's do that too. Completely different models though. Completely different models. The camera's not focusing that well. Okay, there we go. Completely different models, but just decided to do that because why not? And now for the thing we've been waiting for, the character that I believe that is the most similar to Milo is Jonathan Wrenchworth. I believe that's his name. And just looking at him without any explanation, you can tell they're different complete models. He's more of a rectangle, and he's more of not a rectangle. I'm not quite sure what shape you would call him, but you can see the model is completely different, but I believe they are the same. The first reason is because the hood design. You can see the hood. The designing of the hoods are very similar. The sides of them as well are pretty similar, as you see right there. Similar design to what Jonathan has. Even the mirrors look very similar. And on the back, this is the biggest giveaway to me. The back design is very similar. Yes, he has a wider back and it's much thicker than Jonathan's, but I believe they're the same exact model. You guys can tell me otherwise in the comments down below, but I believe that Milo is technically the same exact model as Jonathan Wrenchworth over here. And that's actually kind of interesting because he was also first released in the Final Lap series. This is from the 2013 Rusty's Racing series. Well, no, not. It was the Rusty's 10th series. This is a 2013 release of him. That's what this model is, not the 2010 model. But what I'm saying is that he was first released in the Final Lap series, just like Donna Pitts was. So that's why I think Jonathan Wrenchworth is the same exact model as, well, not exact because you can see the model, the molding is different, but like they're the same car brand, if you want to say that. But yeah, that's what I believe. You can put your comments in the down below on if you think that is a correct assumption or not. But I think it's a pretty proper and a great and like the most exact car to Milo. But anyways, that's basically the whole review slash unboxing of this character. Again, he's a very nice looking character in my opinion. Very like having him, especially after especially since having him on my list for about two years. It's nice to finally have him in the collection. So it's also very nice to share my experience with you guys on the channel. So it's like a double win for me. But yeah, that's basically for this video. Before I go, I have something pretty important. I posted a story on my Instagram, and I would like you guys to go vote. It's actually, I would say, a pretty important story. It's a voting, just yes or no. There's two characters, two cars characters that I would like to order off Amazon. And I just want to see if you guys would actually like me to order it, because I'm ordering it not just for my benefit, but for the channel's benefit as well. I have a picture of the screenshot of the poll up here on the screen, but I'll have the link to my Instagram in the description if you guys want to go vote for that, because I'm very curious if you guys would actually like me to have them on the channel, because that's the main reason why I'm buying them. But also because I've been looking at them for a very long time, and I was like, hey, we're in quarantine, we need something fun, let's get these two things. But yeah, that's all I have to say. But yeah, that's basically this video. If you guys are interested in following me elsewhere besides YouTube, click the links in the description. And yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.